you. I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? I'm talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Run.
Got a special guest. You know what I'm saying? Definitely fuck with this brother. Debo, what's going on, bro?
You got one thing right. I'm definitely special. I don't know about a guest. What's going on, bro?
Hey, same old thing, man.
It's sort of a picnic. My elevator don't go all the way to the top. What's going on, boy?
Same old thing, man. A lot of stuff going on, man, and battle rap and all that, and we definitely want to get to that. But I wanted to kind of start off a little bit different, just to mix in some things that's going on right now. You know what I mean? In general, you know what I mean? I know.
Before you even go any further, is Angry Fan on this show right now?
No, nah.
Okay, good. I was gonna hang up on you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yo, you a petty nigga for that. Shout out to Cats, man. But nah, so it's a lot going on in the media and stuff like that, man. I think a lot of times, and I just want to preface this by saying that hip hop, I think a lot of what goes on in mainstream media, we filter through hip hop, and you know, a lot of the culture is super influential about shaping opinions. You being a connoisseur, a leader in the culture, and you seeing what's going on right now, I want to get your take on the protests, like the protests going on, the kneeling, the reactions, some of the divided reactions within the community and stuff like that. And I really want to understand where you coming from, just somebody that been out here kind of seeing what's going on. I know you lived through different eras of this shit. I mean, me personally, I'm 30, so the memories of police brutality ring out. You know what I mean? Everything from Sean Bell to Amadou Diallo to Oscar Grant. You know what I mean? The names just roll off the tongue. You feel me? Okay. So let's get to the protest. Your thoughts on that? What are you thinking right now?
Well, let's be specific too, man, so we need to make sure we know what we rocking with. Now, you say the protest, you talking about the protest in the NFL.
Yeah, we talking about the NFL.
Happened over this weekend.
Right.
Okay, well, you know, a lot of real shit, a lot of phony shit, but definitely shit that needed to be heard and seen. Excuse me, when I say that to say, I would say a lot of NFL owners did it for their bottom line, because, you know, they definitely didn't want to see their dollar affected by the situation. So they had to make a choice, either Donald Trump or their players, you know, and they made the obvious choice that's important, is their players. You know, we're not going to upset the immediate people that we work with, you know, on a consistent basis. So, you know, they went in with that and just pretty much, you know, adhered to what their players were doing to show support, I guess. You know, some were genuine, some probably weren't. But as far as that go, man, with the protests, as long as it sheds light on what we're doing, they're fine. You know, a lot of media, you know, even my wife said this, you know, a lot of media should have specifically put a title under it saying what the protest was about, because now it's confused off the fact that people think they're protesting against the flag, and which is not the case.
Right.
You know, actually, the protest is about, you know, social inequality and, you know, police brutality, which Colin Kaepernick was protesting for initially in the first place. And, you know, as long as the conversation is stirred up, that's what I care about. You know, like I said, you see a lot of things from good and bad about the situation. But as long as the conversation, as long as something was visually seen or talked about throughout the whole weekend, you know, starting you know, weekend and Monday throughout the week, then I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, let's talk about it. You know, so I think they're good with the protest.
So Debo, okay, all right. So let's unpack a few things you said. So it sounds to me that you feel like the show of solidarity with the owners is more rooted in the bottom line, the cash. It's not that they actually down with what's going on. It's more so these are our, you know, multi-million-dollar investments that we just want to keep placated. Is that what you getting at?
Pretty much that's what I'm saying. Now you got to remember what I'm saying is pretty much an assumption. I'm not with these particular people any given day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing from what I'm seeing on my TV. But if you can have a pretty strong assumption on this due to the fact that you can basically see what it is and take stock on what's going on. Some are genuine, let's not get it fucked up. Some, they probably have private conversations with their players and know what it is and be like, you know what, not for nothing, let's get it and make this protest happen. Some are just like, I hear what you're saying, but I can't, flip on my views and values and the bottom line and the fans and all that. We got to find a medium to make both sides happy. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. And by the way, we got Drizzy on too. Driz, what up? You there?
Yeah, I'm listening in, man. What's going on, people?
All right, no doubt.
I'm good, man.
Okay, no doubt. I think the one thing though is that's I think important in all of this, and I think the other part that I'm taking away. Why does it seem like we losing sight of what, or not we, but the mainstream media is losing sight of what the actual protest is about? I don't know what it is. How did that happen? Is that on us? If that's the case?
No, that's purposely done. That's being purposely done. They want to distract us and make it about the flag rather than what it was originally about in the first place. That's purposely done.
There you go. And when you say they, let's be specific on who? The distractor is Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? But there's people that I'm not saying that he's the only one. There are people who automatically feel that way. They just need a vessel to vicariously live through. And Donald Trump is that vessel. You understand what I'm saying? So when he breaks out and say, oh yeah, they're disrespecting the flag, and they're like, you see, our own president of the United States said y'all disrespecting our flag, so it's got to be true. So it's confusion. And this confusion, this is not harm. This is a dangerous situation that's happening right here. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're fueling people's emotions, and when after emotions come actions. You understand what I'm saying? Some people act upon their emotions, and you might never know what incident might go down. You understand what I'm saying? And it makes a dangerous environment for everybody to live in. And this is what we're dealing with in this era. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, let's keep it all the way 100, man. Social media plays a big part in this era because this president is using social media to get his point across and get everything out. And it's when I say point, please don't think point means it's synonymous with facts. No, not at all. His rhetoric is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? He's damn near spewing out lies when he know what the information is. He just refused to go with the information given.
Yeah.
Right. You know what this protest is about. You know what Colin Kaepernick is kneeling for. You understand what I'm saying? But he don't want to hear all that. He wants to appease his base. You understand what I'm saying? The people that follow him. And while we in this conversation, as far as this goes, I'm gonna give you the reason why it's going down the line. It's gonna be quite simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, I know everything. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But when I break this down, you got to have an understanding and be like, oh, okay, this nigga just might be right.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, listen, it's facts, man. And here's the fucked up thing about it, right? Well, I mean, I guess the other thing that I'm kind of conflicted on, I got family that's military, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my uncle. It was his birthday yesterday. 25 years in the force. You know what I mean? Marines, multiple tours, places, like bled out, like saved motherfuckers, shot motherfuckers, like all that. You know what I mean? So if I'm thinking about it from that standpoint, and I know a lot of people are in a similar situation, do we blame them if they don't want to participate in the taking of the knee? Like keeping it real. Are you looking at somebody funny if everybody else is doing it and they not?
You have a right to do whatever you want to do. That's what this country is about. So I don't blame them. You know what I'm saying? The cat that was a part of the Steelers, he was outside, even though he said it was a confusion. He was out there, you know what I'm saying, putting his hand on his heart, going with the national anthem. I wasn't mad at that man for doing that. He has the right to do what he wanted to do as well. Everybody, we have freedom of speech. The Constitution, you know what I'm saying, grants us that. So at the end of the day, as long as it's not harmful to a particular person or people, I have no problem with you, with you know what I'm saying, as far as you speaking your mind. You understand what I'm saying?
And these are peaceful protests.
That you're speaking your mind with, then I have a problem. But I'm sorry, what did you say, Drizzy?
these are peaceful protests. Nobody's being hurt. Nobody's being slandered. Nobody's done anything. These are peaceful protests. The more we talk about the flag, the less we're talking about police brutality and inequality.
There you go.
Like that. This is and that's what the whole agenda of this is. We're going to try to take this one thing to take the light off of what the real issue is, so we don't have to address it.
Right.
And it's fucked up.
Right. And to be quite honest, the reason why Homeboy jumped in, which is Trump, you know what I'm saying, he jumped in that so he could be a distractor off this Russia shit that's going on, that he's being investigated about. You understand what I'm saying? He needs something that the media is going to follow other than him being investigated by Russia. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a whole deep situation with that as well. But what I'm trying to tell you is what the dangerous thing is all this propaganda is going to lead to multiple things. Not just one catastrophic situation. Hopefully it won't be catastrophic like these fucking North Korea shit with these. You know, if they
Debo, that shit wild, by the way. That shit kind of wild. Now you got two. Yeah, it's like your two drunk uncles. That's just like they got their guns out and they, you know what I'm saying? Like they. You feel me? And it's turning from a dick measuring contest, pause, to an actual bomb measuring contest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is wild, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to cut you off, but I just gotta get that one out.
You're right. You just speak your mind, young man. You're right. Because at the end of the day, man, it's crazy because that man could talk us into a war. Understand what I'm saying? Now, to speak about this, you got to be at least politically astute to understand that the situation at hand. You know what I'm saying? Does North Korea have nuclear arms? Probably not. Not yet. They do probably have a hydrogen bomb. They do probably have things to conduct chemical warfare and give it to ISIS or whatever to bring it out to, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of New York City and Manhattan to explode some shit or do something for California or something. I don't think North Korea has the capability to get with the United States as of yet. You know what I'm saying? But you still don't want to agitate a crazy motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That wants nothing more but to go to war with the U.S. to show that they could be a superpower as well. Because that's all North Korea wants to be. They want to come to the NATO table, you know what I'm saying, if it's NATO, you know what I'm saying, UN, they want to come to the table and be a superpower, just like Russia, just like the U.S. They want you to respect their shit. That's all it is, plain and simple. Yo, respect our shit. So now they want the trade, they want this, they want that. You know what I'm saying? North Korea doesn't have those means yet. They haven't even come to the table and stuff like that. So if you see the Prime Minister of North Korea saying, Donald Trump just declared war on us. You know what I'm saying? And after he said that, then you got U.S. planes, you know what I'm saying, damn near North Korea getting ready to fly over. You know what I'm saying? They threatening that if planes fly over North Korea, they're getting shot down.
That's
so
right.
Come on. It's getting crazy about it. And if I don't know if you know in the Constitution or you know what I'm saying, whether it's written law, legislators, that if we get into a war, the president that we have cannot be impeached. Like, we should need that president to engage in this war, even though he got to go to Congress to get that okay to even fight a war. You understand what I'm saying? So who's to say that this man is just saying shit just to figure shit out? Like, yo, how I'm gonna be able to keep my, you know what I'm saying, keep my job while I'm here and shit before these motherfuckers try to impeach me and shit? I need to find a way to do X, Y, and Z and such and such.
Right.
You know, so. It's crazy all around, man. It's crazy all around. And I know, you know what I'm saying, I know the fans are listening. They want to hear about Hollow. They want to hear about, you know what I'm saying, K-Rock. And they want to hear about what's the next. Why are these niggas even talking about this shit? But I'm telling you, man, at one day at a time, battle rap, man, some of y'all got to be intelligent enough just to wake up, man. This is a shit other than battle rap, because this affects us too in a way. Because, you know what I'm saying, if freedom of speech is being taken, there ain't battle rapping on here. It's already affecting battle rap in a sense because of YouTube. They take, you know what I'm saying, if you was to be tricked into saying, okay, when y'all battle, just not put too many curse words or don't say this or that and all that. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is taking our rights to earn money, monetize money, right? So that just try to, you know what I'm saying, make you switch up to try to do something else in the light of being less vulgar or anything else and shit like that. So, you know, there's a lot of things going on, man, that you're going to see that you feel that's not going to change your environment, but it is.
Yeah, you know the one thing that always, the thing that always fucked me up, and I guess I guess it's a little bit outside of politics or whatever, but it always these, you know, and it feeds into the narrative of demonstrations of white supremacy, of everybody else being able to exercise freedom of speech, and then when it's our turn, then it's gratuitous, right? So all these attempts to criminalize the culture and demonize the culture, and it's like a club when they say, oh, no Timbs, no baggy jeans, no, you know what I'm saying? When they don't gotta say black, they just go after the culture. You see what I'm saying? So you criminalize the culture, and I think this is another attempt. And these guys that they're going after this time are multi-millionaires who have businesses, who employ people, who are literally the 1%. But as a black man, what I'm watching is it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter how much money you got. You still subjected, right? And it's like that Jay-Z song, that is still nigga. That shit is still poignant, bro. It's just so poignant because it's like it does not matter that I'm a multi-millionaire and I make more money than any of these writers or any of these pundits ever see in their life.
Tony, I'm going to cut you off, but check this out. There are multiple financial doors to open. You can make all the money in the fucking world you want to make. That still doesn't give you access to power. You understand what I'm saying? It's a club that you got to get in to have access to power. There's millionaires out there, yeah, but there's millionaires that just want their private life, chilling, doing nothing but vacationing, making sure they're taking care of their business about their day, 9 to 5. There's not that much time in the world. But when you're talking about wealth and power and like you know, like lineage, as far as like say the people that run Walmart. Mm-hmm. That's a dynasty within itself. That's a family that's gonna always have Walmart for the rest. You know what I'm saying? It passes down generational wealth. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Now, check this out. This is a half assumption, I would probably say, but I've researched this a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like with Donald Trump. Donald Trump got wealth, but he's probably in the bottom of the wealth pile, meaning that when that money got transferred down after his father passed away, which is Fred Trump, or, you know, he lends his son some money to get into the real estate game and shit like that or what have you. Now, you would probably think, this motherfucker Trump is the smartest man in the world. He did this, he did that. Yeah. A lot of people don't know this man went bankrupt damn near 4 times within his real estate career. You know what I'm saying? He tried to get the casinos in Atlantic City, went extra big with it, had to shut all that shit down. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't know how to manage that, you know what I'm saying, in the right capacity. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, a lot of people, when they ride the West Side Highway, I call it the West Side Highway. I don't know if it's the West Side Highway in Manhattan, you know, going through from the Bronx to Manhattan and shit. So when you look at the side and you see a building that say Trump and all that, you be thinking, wow, Trump built some big ass buildings. He got all these buildings. Nigga, little do you know, those buildings were already built. Trump just, you know what I'm saying, they just licensed Trump's name to put his name on there so he could, you know what I'm saying, have something more value so they could raise up the prices of rental in those buildings. It was just regular buildings, luxury buildings being built, and they say, you know what? Damn, we need a hot name attached to this. You know what I'm saying? Trump is you know what I'm saying? He got a name. Yo, how much is it going to cost us to put your name on there? You know what I'm saying? He takes credit for saying, yo, these are my buildings. It's his name on that motherfucker. So, you know, at the end of the day, you can have generational wealth, but, you know, shit that's passed down, it's not only the finances. It's the investors. It's the people the person, you know what I'm saying, that you inherited the finances from. It's like the lawyers and the people that take care of the properties, that all that is passed down already, so you could just probably lay back and just chill. You get into a couple of things here and there and shit, playing around with it, but it's money that's already set up, that's already working like a well-oiled machine. You understand what I'm saying? If I was to be like, all right, I got Queen the Ring or whatever happening and shit. Okay, cool. And Queen the Ring was a multi-million-dollar business. I got.
Which it should be, by the way. I mean, the battle rap it should be. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah.
But if I pass it down to my kids, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing them before I pass away. This is how I'm running the company. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a part of this. If God forbid I pass away, y'all already know what to do. I have people in place to do X, Y, and Z for y'all. Only thing you have to do is make certain decisions here and there, and we're good to go. You feel what I'm saying? It's generational wealth at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He's on the bottom of the pile. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he went to like either Harvard or Yale or whatever, getting C- and B's on his shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, and this whatever. at the end of the day, he just wound up president, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know who we got to thank for that? The media and TV. And a whole lot of fucking marketing and shit like that. Pop culture got him put into the White House, which is crazy. He came at the right time, right place and the right time, when people are already fed up with politicians and the Hillary shenanigans with the Clinton Foundation and this and that and her husband and all that. Because the Clintons are not, you know what I'm saying, their hands are not clean either. They got blood on their hands for certain situations, figure of speech, you know what I'm saying, speaking. But he just came out of, you know what I'm saying, nowhere and been like, yo, I don't got those that political stain on my record. Shit, he ain't got no political attributes at all, period. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and that's the part, Debo. That's the part that, and I wanna jump to battle rap and business and entrepreneurship and all that, but this is the part that really fucks me up. After 4 years of President Obama, and listen, I'm not here to put on a cape for President Obama. There's shit that I didn't necessarily like. There's other stuff that I really, really like. I honestly wish, like, I would take a third term in a fucking heartbeat if I could. But I'm just saying that to see a guy who had to be, like, completely clean, watch everything he said. If he slipped up on one word, I think he said the cops acted stupidly one time and they went crazy. Like the way he was walking down the stairs was bothering motherfuckers in the White House. He put his feet in the desk in the White House. They was tripping. So a guy who had to be so careful with everything he did, and then the next dude comes in and he's just out the window, out the gate. He don't give a fuck about none of that. Right. None of it. It's just as a black man, I don't know what to do. Like. It just confirms a lot of the shit that I already kind of knew about the country. It's just like, you got to work extra hard. You under a fucking microscope with everything you do. Like, this dude, he went in. He went, like, what he called him, NBA players, son of a bitch, NFL players, son of a bitches, and all this crazy shit. I can't.
You know, disrespecting Gold Star families and mocking, you know what I'm saying, disability, you know what I'm saying, people with disabilities and all that. Listen, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, he ran for presidency, but he stumbled into the campaign that he was doing. Once he said those couple of things and he found out people don't give a fuck or was kind of actually with him on the shit he was saying, that light bulb went in his head. He said, you know what, I'm going to ride this shit till the wheels fall off. I'm going to say the craziest shit. I'm going to do what you're saying, what I have to do. I'm going to be the opposite of what all these politicians are. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he didn't have to spend as much campaign funds, as much as Hillary has. He is probably the lowest spending on campaign funds president candidate in the history of presidential candidates. You understand what I'm saying? Because the media was his campaign propaganda. Right. Every day he was in the news about something. Well, no, I say that to say. Let me just get to this. I say that to say there's a world that we don't see that appeases him. I mean, we see it, but we don't see it in bulk, like, you know what I'm saying, in the rural areas like Alabama, Ohio, like there's different places and shit that actually fuck with this guy. Where there was an Obama, they couldn't wait for Obama to get out the White House. You know what I'm saying? They needed somebody that's damn near even a tenth, even if he was a tenth of racial white supremacy and shit, they gonna fuck with him all the way. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, they just put somebody in the White House that they feel like was just like him, which is the white supremacists, you know what I'm saying, the crazies, the crazy right, the alt-rights, you know what I'm saying, if y'all don't know y'all political, what you call it, for lack of a better word, standings is you know, Republicans, Democrats, independents, conservatives, and you know, so on and so forth. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a racial country, you know what I'm saying, that we in at the end of the day. Now I just don't know if they outweigh the fair, sane thinking people, but it damn sure looked like it because they came out in droves to support him and you know, vote for him and shit. And look what we got in the White House.
So okay. So that's real shit, man. I think you know, it's a lot of people, you know, a lot of people are politically apathetic. I guess I get it to some extent, but at the end of the day, it's good to kind of know this shit. And it is what it is, man. I mean, you know, some people, you know, y'all ain't trying to hear that shit, Sharif, but fuck that, man. We live in a real ass world,
but this is the problem, though.
You feel me?
Tone, this is the problem. I don't want to hear that, Sharif. This is why we always fucking losing, because we don't want to hear that shit, Sharif. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you better hear that. Or we gonna be left behind, educational-wise, work-wise, anything-wise. I'm speaking for the black man first because I am an African-American. At the end of the day, we're gonna be losing jobs to people that's more qualified to do things. If a Spanish man is more qualified to me, after he's bilingual, he can speak 2 languages. So I don't want to say Spanish man shit, because that's out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say a person, period, can speak Spanish, and that's what the qualifications are for. He's gonna get that job. I can't speak. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak as much as fluently as he could. So he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that fucking job. Can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I can't be, the white man is holding me that. No. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be qualified to be in that position that I'm trying to get. And what's ironic about it is the person that's holding that seat in the White House has no qualifications whatsoever. And politically, he doesn't know about policy. He doesn't know about the legislative, you know what I'm saying, situation. He don't know about no judges on the Supreme Court. None of that. He has 0 qualifications, but yet he's been put in the White House. And that's the problem. From the Electoral College to the point where what's the qualifications to be the president in the White House? At least you got to have some type of qualifications.
Shit, man.
Come on. You got to clear codes.
Debo, I think it's an amendment coming out this motherfucker in a minute. But yo, I want to get to Queen of the Ring. We got to we get to now we've seen, I think what most of the battles have come out from bullpen versus
bullpen,
yeah, the bullpen versus Queen of the Ring.
Right.
Now,
Hard versus Bad News. I gotta wait for that one to come out.
Right. So we waiting on that. I think a lot of people got the pay-per-view. Now, I just want to get your opinion on the card overall. I think it's already been sort of murmurs about getting some of the ladies different looks and shit like that. But let's go over that, man, because I think y'all might have won that. Maybe I'm tripping, Driz, but I think Queen of the Ring might have got that. Go ahead.
Yeah, got what again?
Yeah, I think y'all beat them head to head. Yeah, in the match.
Oh, you talking about beat bullpen? Oh yeah, we beat their ass. 4-2. You know what I'm saying? John trying to put out some propaganda and say something crazy and shit, man. John know what it is. We beat their ass 4-2. He put out battles a certain way so people won't see. He trying to duck and hide and all that. Listen, John, you know he lost. You know his team lost, but we came home with the win. Mm-hmm. So, next question on that. They needed nothing to elaborate on that, bro.
So I mean, I think the level of preparation was dope. I was definitely impressed by Casey J. Like, she went off. She went off on something. Like, that shit was dirty. And then, so if we line it up right now, is it who would be the league or the platform or whatever that you could see Queen of the Ring going up against next? I mean, obviously you're going to say, well, maybe anybody or whatever, but at the top of the list, or what would represent the best talent for y'all?
My top of the list always was URL. People still want to see that, which is surprising. But at the end of the day, I just gotta speak to DJ and see what we want to do, because it's all about timing and it's all about having the time to do it and the funds that's allocated to the battle rappers to even want to get busy. You know what I'm saying? So all that ties in with what we need to do and shit like that, man. It's just timing. That's it.
Hey, Debo, I want to ask you, so when I think a lot of people, it's a lot of new fans in battle rap, which is I think it's a good thing. More fans, more eyes on the sport. I think it's a good thing overall, but I don't think they put in for Queen of the Ring. Looking at Queen of the Ring today, is it everything that you envisioned? When you had your first main event card and everything like that. Are you guys at a place today that
everything and more? Everything and more, because we had the vision. I don't want to say choose my partners, but you always envision something being great, but you can't know what it's going to be until you're there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm right here at the pinnacle. Let me tell you something. I'm not stupid. I'm not delusional. I know a lot of male fans hate female battle rap. I can understand that. I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's they feel like shit is a man's sport. Understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to say this to yourself. Now, we have over 40 million views and 184,000 subscribers. We must be doing something right. You feel what I'm saying? We must have broke some barriers, because at the end of the day, we did a lot of things, to rival some big leagues, you know what I'm saying, like the URLs and the King of the Dots and stuff. A lot of people didn't believe we could pack Urban Plaza. And you know what I'm saying? Eventually you could see that we packed Urban Plaza. You know what I'm saying? So that was our pinnacle. That's what we, you know what I'm saying, that was greatness right there. I think that was 2014 and we did NHB. And we rocked out. And that was a week right after URL. I think they either did Gnome or Summer Madness, one of the two. But, you know, salute to us. We took it there, you know, and I've seen it.
Is there anything at this point, is there anything you feel like, you know, looking back like, damn, I wish we could have done that different? Or, you know, just even learning throughout the process of doing event to event, you know, it's a lot you learn every day. Is there anything you look back like, damn, we could have did this or that?
Other than handling a few events differently, that's about it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like safety concerns here and there and shit, you know, I wish I could have handled some things different. Other than that, I really don't have too many regrets. You know, I know I've put my hands and my wishes and stuff, you know, crossing my fingers on a couple of sponsors that would come through here and there, but you know, would fall apart at the seams at the end of the day. I would get, you know, blamed for everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, I'm not gonna cry with spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta eat. You know, as a leader, you know what I'm saying? As a man, you just gotta eat that, man, and pause. And just go with the flow. So that's pretty much it, man. I ain't got too many things I would have probably changed here or there or this and that. Things that happened. Things were gonna happen. That was meant to happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? As a fan, though. As a fan, you know, I rock the Queen of the Ring. It's certain matches I felt like should have, most definitely. It's certain matches I felt like should have happened on that platform. It's just certain battles. Listen. I'm not going to keep it going, man, because I'm not even going to sit here and say I don't feel the same way. I do feel the same way. I do feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had the reputation of, this dude don't let the girls battle outside of Queen of the Ring, such and all that, you know what I'm saying? But as a businessman, why would you let your performance, you know what I'm saying, go outside of your brand and battle somewhere else and give somebody else that energy of success and this and that, you know what I'm saying? So from a battle rapper's point of view, they won't see it that way because they're their own brand. So it looks like they're trying to X, Y, and Z, hold them back and such and such. So you let them fly, let them do what they do and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not for holding anybody back and shit like that. That's not what I do. Unless you're in the contract and you got a different situation going on. But if you don't, then that's not what I'm, you know what I'm saying, what I'm here for, you know? So at the end of the day, man, there's a couple of joints, man, that's on other brands that I was like, yo, I wish I had that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of the females had the best battle of the night on male cards, really.
Every time we on URL, we have the best battles of the night. Every time a female battle happens on URL, we the best battle of the night. Beasley know what time it is. Smack knows what time it is. It's nothing disrespectful or, you know what I'm saying, pointing to a direction of, oh, fuck y'all niggas, we the best out. Nah, because we family. I fuck with URL. You know what I'm saying? Those are, you know what I'm saying? That's family over there. But when those girls get on that stage, man, they give it up. And the fans see what it really is. So, you know, it's a different platform. It's a different marketing destination and shit like that. We do our thing and they do their thing and shit. But sometimes, in a sense, though, when you say that, let me go here also with it. Even though it's on a different platform and I would have probably wanted on my own thing, being on a platform, say, like URL, definitely sheds eyes, you know what I'm saying, back on Queen of the Ring. You feel what I'm saying? Because I believe that URL and Queen of the Ring sometimes go hand in hand with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes a lot of people be like, oh, they're a female URL, they such and such and whatever. Or you would see Smack co-hosting one of our battles, or vice versa with me, Babs, or they on their, you'll see us on their platform and stuff like that. So there's never you taking my performance or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So because with URLs, we negotiate things to get these girls on that platform. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Still wish I had that motherfucker on my shit, but you know.
Yeah, facts, man. Facts. I like the way shit is going right now. I think we had somebody on that said 40 was in the running for at least in that top 10 this year for getting 3 guys the fuck up out of here. You got QB who's on a fucking tear, who probably deserves to be on the next big car for whatever platform. So I just want to see more of the newer talent shine. I know I've seen a couple of the rising stars and shit like that. So you know what I mean? I like when it's moving. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, look, check this out. At the end of the day, I don't wave off the fact that, you know what I'm saying, our fan base is still there at the end of the day, you know, because my subscribers keep going up. You know what I'm saying? I remember back then when, you know, unfortunately, Guantanamo was in that situation where direct left and motherfuckers was arguing back and forth, and you can see, I was looking at that page, I said, yo, damn, subscribers is going down like 100 a day. It's crazy. We got more subscribers than Grind Time right now, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? They took a big fucking hit. But Queen of the Ring is a brand that stands by itself. In other words, there's nobody like us. So people are still, whether they frustrated with us at a certain time, they can understand that, but they know we're going to come around when it's time to come around. You feel what I'm saying? But people are frustrated with any other league. You know what I'm saying? When King of the Dot probably does some shit people don't like. URL probably does some shit that people don't like. Queen of the Ring does some shit that people don't like. You know, so it comes with the territory. It happens. But our fans are still there. We have a different fan base than all the, you know what I'm saying, previous brands that I've mentioned. We got our own different fan base.
No, that's real shit. That's real shit. So I'm looking forward to the next joint, man. I wanted to get you on to talk that other shit, man. You know what I mean? I think, like I said, a lot of times battle rap is what it is, but it's cool to detour every now and again, man. We still live in the real world, but want to hear you talk that Queen of the Ring shit, man. Looking forward to what y'all got going on next. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. We're going to do some things, man. We're going to utilize the stage a little more than the ring, because I feel like the ring should be an exclusive type of thing. Now, we're not going to stray away from that, you know, but we're going to bring the ring when it's BB King time, you know what I'm saying? Because we still, you know, I've got a situation with BB King that, you know, we back there, so we good to go. So we're going to do 2 or 3 joints out of the year in BB King, but we're going to bring the, you know what I'm saying, the vets or, you know, the top tiers out to do that event and shit like that. But we're going to do some stage battles too, because what I've noticed is a lot of stage battles that, you know, females do are actually good. So we could pride ourselves on doing stage battles with, you know, top tiers that should be on a stage battle and shit. Not no sparring session or closed room. I'm just saying an actual, this dope event with some top tier girls that's on that stage. You know what I'm saying? I want to get away from the new, you know what I'm saying, the up and coming things. I don't want to associate that. I want the stage battle to be the equivalent to probably what the ring is as far as giving us good battles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because some girls thrive on the stage as opposed to thriving in the ring. You feel what I'm saying? Right.
So, you know, that's real shit, man. But, you know, to tie in, to transition and tie in with the political thing that we were talking about, if you see coming up, what's crazy is I was speaking to Disaster not too long ago, and we were speaking about the battle with him and Oxy Myron and shit. I think that's his name.
Yeah.
Right. I told that nigga, I said, yo, son, you know how important this battle might be? Because I'm a political junkie, you know what I'm saying? Me and my missus, we be watching MSNBC, CNN, and C-SPAN, and listen to a whole bunch of political blogs over the radio all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I don't think you know how you know what I'm saying, how important this shit is. You know what I'm saying? Because the kid that's rocking for Russia or whatnot, he's like, obviously, you know, his views is amazingly crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he speaks the language of his country. That's all they watching is him. So I'm like, yo, you know, he was telling me, I don't know if it's a lie. Now, not saying that Disaster's lying, but, you know, I'm just saying, he's like, yo, man, yeah, at the end of the day, this guy's so big, Putin know who he is. You know what I'm saying? He might be watching. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, Disaster be saying some crazy shit coming out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? And he be on his political crazy shit, too. You know what I'm saying? He be talking his shit, too. So I'm like, yo, a lot of people don't know, man, if you're really astute, like, as far as, like, knowledgeable of worldly views and things of that nature, like, this battle is kind of important, man. You know what I'm saying? If the right channels and media gets this shit, It's gonna be crazy.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's gonna be crazy. So shout to Organic, man. He's smart enough, I guess, to know what to bring in as far as that. As far as the battles is concerned, because damn near disaster ran out of battles to do on King of the Dot. He said shit. Organic said, I gotta find something. And, he pulled this shit out of it. It's dope. It's dope.
Right. Well, shit, Debo, man. I fucking appreciate you coming up, man. Definitely astute. I think that was a needed conversation, man, and good luck with everything going on with Queen of the Ring. If you got any announcements, man, you want to throw out there beforehand, definitely take those, bro.
I appreciate that. Number one, I appreciate y'all cats. And you know what I'm saying? I just want, my people to be aware, man. There's a lot of things that we should be able to do in battle rap. Real quick, before I even go, what I should be seeing is motherfuckers, especially the Spanish cats that's in battle rap, whether male or female, man. Wherever your community is at, donating to, Puerto Rico, man, to give Puerto Rico food, water,
right.
Toiletries, diapers, anything they need, please go on your Instagrams or your Twitters or whatever social media platform you're using to say what your community is doing, whether it's a fire department, police department, whatever the fuck, place they doing, so they can pass out shit on those ships and ship it over to Puerto Rico. Please do that, because that's very important. Puerto Rico is in a dire need of all that what I just mentioned prior to. You know what I'm saying? That shit is not a game. It's not a joke. It's not, that's one thing too, man. But like I said before, I got to get this off, Tony, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Social media has desensitized us from having empathy in the real world. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Motherfuckers be dying live on fucking social media, man. And people be like, oh, well, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? They will feel a way about it, like, for an hour or two or whatever, and keep it pushing. We've seen so many things that's embedded in our head in social media that we've been desensitized to it, and it's like making for a different world that we're living in now. You feel what I'm saying? It's
right.
Like, death was like a thing to where, you know what I'm saying, you would really want a social situation changed about what's happening. And nowadays, there's so much death and shit going on, man, that is just attacking your brain. You can't store that much information. Right now, your brain is being programmed to be like, okay, this 30-second clip, I'm going to watch this 30-second clip, laugh about it, or feel a way about it, and keep it pushing. Because there's 1,000 30-second clips you're going to see throughout the day that's going to capture your attention. You feel what I'm saying? So us as a people, we got to focus on something to change our way of thinking and put in perspective what we really need to do in life. And that's create options for us to grow as a culture, and as those options from jobs to programs to whatever we need to better ourselves individually and collectively as a people. You feel what I'm saying?
Shit, bro.
That's why I do Queen of the Ring. You got to understand I do it for a specific reason. It's for the Black and Latino women, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, from colored women, whatever, you know what I'm saying, women from, the hood, the projects, whatever, is to have something to be proud of and for their family to be proud of them. Something for them to engage in that'll make them feel like somebody and they did something and they left a mark in this world, no matter how subculture it is, it's at least meaningful to them and the people they give that entertainment to for.
No, that's a fact.
Like, somebody. That's what I do it for, because the Black woman has just as much trials as the Black man, but even way more, because they're women and they're put down as secondary to a man, and because of their color skin, a lot of Black women are very insecure about their looks and life.
That's fire. I want to table that for another show, because I got a lot of angles on that.
Say no more,
for
brother.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure, my guy.
Farrah Shaka Khan on, man.
Yeah. I know. You got this. You on the soapbox right now. I feel you. I'm with you. All right, my bro. I'm gonna get these.
Talking to you. You ready? Talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. Are you talking to you? Are you talking to you? You ready? Talking to you. We see it. Talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to you.